Hello everyone, this is Coach Nemo here with a tutorial video on how to wrap your hands for boxing, Muay Thai, and kickboxing. There are a lot of ways to do it. There's not necessarily one right way or a wrong way, but I just wanted to go over an example of how to do it the way we do it at the UFC gym. And we want to make sure you guys have your hands protected at all times. And here we go. So take my favorite type of wraps are the old school tie wraps that don't really stretch. You don't actually have to do those, of course. It's all about preference. And you unroll them all the way. This takes a second. All right, so what I like to do, so everybody thinks this is the thumb loop, which in theory it is right, but you can wrap your hands without actually using it. So what I like to do is put the thumb loop around my pinky and see how my fingers are spread. Always have your fingers spread. And then I start making loops around my fingers. And I go around 4 times. You can do 3 or 4. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you're comfortable with. But I like to do 4 because I want to make sure I'm properly protected. And then I take it off. And now I have a knuckle pad. I take the knuckle pad, making sure this part right here goes to the outside of my hand. And I'll clamp down with my thumb. And then I go around my fingers one more time. Careful to make sure that the webbing comes at this area so that way the wrap does not dig into your fingers webbing on your actual hand. So you come around and I anchor it down with 2 wraps. And then I start going around my wrist. Wrist is very important because when you punch, your wrist can take a little bit of trauma if it's not protected or braced. So I like to go around. Velcro is going to stick, of course. Just like to go around a couple of times. And then I go from here into my pinky / ring finger. I clench my fists, then I come out over the thumb. Then I go back around, come through. It doesn't really matter what order it is, but I like doing this one so that way, because it's closer. So I'll come through here first, clench, open, come back around. And then I'll go through my middle finger and my ring finger. Once again, clench, open, come back around. And now I can actually do my, what people like to call figure 8 / securing. So I'll come through this way. Go over the top, then come back on the bottom, and I make sure it's nice and secure, and there you go. And as you can see, there is a little bit of swelling, I guess you can call it, but that's your knuckle pad protecting your knuckles. One more time, now we'll go with the other hand. And again, the non-elastic is a personal choice of mine. You don't have to use it. Same thing, pinky, start from the bottom. Then go around a few times. Pull off once again. There's your pad. This side goes to the outside. Cover your knuckles. Sometimes I use my chin because you gotta use what you have available, right? And I start anchoring once again. I come back around. Now I start covering the wrist. Through the pinky, once again. Pinky and ring finger, clench, come out. Go around, go through the pointer finger and the, well, pointer or index, right? Clench, come out. Make sure it's flat. You don't want any of this stuff bunching up because it will hurt if you don't have it secured properly. Come back around. Now back through the ring finger and the middle finger, clench, come out. Very important to clench because that's where you want the padding and the wrap to settle. All right, I come out, I start my little figure 8. This is gonna happen too. Come around, and I go around the wrist. And I like coming down a little bit on the wrist to make sure there's more security, and then I start coming more towards the top. And there you go, once again. Your fists are ready to go, you can put your gloves on, and you can get ready to train. Thank you again. Us, kap koop krap. Have a fantastic day, and go out and train.